everybody, Sean Holsinger here again with another episode, tying another fly for you today. Today we're going to be tying a really simple nymph pattern. This is a super easy pattern to tie, and most commonly I think a lot of you guys might know it as the jelly rope caddis. It's just a really simple caddis pattern. I'm not actually tying it with jelly rope. I'm using some vinyl D-rib, which is what I have here at the house, and we carry it in the shop. We don't have the actual jelly rope. But it works just as well, and it looks the exact same. I want to give you a little disclaimer here while I tie this. I normally tie this in a 16 and 18. I'm going to tie it in a size 12 just for the video quality. You'll see it here in a second in the vise in a size 18 before I tie it. And whenever I give it to you, whenever I list the materials down at the bottom, it's going to give you the materials that I would tie if I was tying it in a size 18. So I'm going to be tying it on a 12. It's going to look different, but it's actually tied on a size 18 or a 16. I try to keep this one small, but I will fish it in a 12 and 14 too. But typically I fish it small because if you roll over rocks in our area, you're going to find a lot of smaller ones. So sit back and watch. This is one you want to have in your box, especially if you're a check nymph guy and do a lot of like competition style nymphing. This is a great pattern to use. Okay, you see the hook here in the vise. This is the size I typically tie it in a size 18. Like I said here in the intro, I'm going to tie it in a size 14, or size 12 I mean, just for sake of video quality, because this is hard to get a good little macro on at a size 18. So, as I put the materials up, it will be listed as a size 18, but it will be tied on a size 14, or size 12, sorry, again. So don't get confused by that. First thing we're going to do is use a Tretta upside downy hook, size 18, like I said. For the thread, I'm going to use a 70 denier fluorescent Chartreuse ultra thread. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie this up. I'm going to push this bead up as far as I can. And the bead I'm using is a 2.5 millimeter tungsten bead. And it has a pretty big slot. These slotted beads from Nature Spirit, they got a big slot at the back, and so what you have to do is you have to push it up there and fill it up with thread until you get it to stay in place. Now the next thing I'm going to use is Midge Chartreuse vinyl rib, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie it on the back, and I'm not going to, I want to keep this my wraps to a minimum, so I'm not going to wrap back the hook shank first. I'm just going to cover it up with the vinyl rib, and I'm going to wrap it back, clear back to the bend. And then I'm going to wrap it back forward and making sure that I cover the whole hook shank there. Because you don't want any hook to show through your wrap. So you want it all a uniform color underneath your vinyl rib. Once you got that, then we're just going to wrap it forward. And what you want is, this is actually a D-rib, so one side will be flat. You want that flat side to be against your hook shank. And don't twist it, just keep wrapping it up there. And we're going to stop it right behind the bead. And then trim it off. Last thing we're going to add is a little bit of black dubbing. Now, this is black SLF Squirrel Dub. Now you can see, I don't even need to hit that with the UV light, and you can see how bright that is. So, this is a great attractor fly, but it's also a natural looking fly. And I'm just going to put just enough black SLF Squirrel Dub on there to make a nice color. And it does not take much. Okay, and then we're just going to tie it off. And it'll make a tiny little collar there by tying it off. Chartreuse. That's all that's to this very simple fly. And it is a great fly because there are a ton of caddis in our area. Give it a try. It catches fish and it's simple, easy to tie. Okay, I hope you like that fly. Like I said, it was really easy to tie. Just a couple simple pieces of material and you can whip these things out. That's the great thing about this fly, and it's a common thread through all the competition nymphs. Quicker the better. The thin is in. One thing you want to do is you want to be a minimalist when you're tying this. Keep your wraps to a minimum. Keep it as thin as you can. It's a great fly. It does real well, and I'm going to give you another little hint here. Switch up your colors too. Don't just use the Chartreuse colors. It works great in Chartreuse, but you can also substitute this. This is in essence like a Frenchie without a tail. And just like the Frenchies, if you do this with an olive with a dark colored thread underneath it, make a dark colored body, it works great too. Because a lot of the caddises you'll find under the rock are really dark colored. So give it a try, guys. I'm sure you're going to like it. All the material you need to tie it, you can find at the shop, holsingersflyshop.com. And if you have any questions for me, want to get a hold of me about a guiding trip or anything like that, you can hit me up at my email here at holsingersflyshop@gmail.com. And anything for shop related, you can check us out there at contact us at holsingersflyshop.com. So, like always, guys, please tune back in. Give us the thumbs up if you like this video. And keep tuning back in and watching our videos. We bring one out every week. And you'll find that out if you subscribe to our channel. Thanks again, guys. I'm Sean Holsinger.